I'm finally bringing you a new video. Yeah, it's been a long time since the last video, and the reason is simple. I have been very busy and didn't have time to work on videos for the channel, although I've been making things on my layout. And the video I'm doing today, I want to share two buildings that I made recently. It's totally scratch built, and there are a lot of differences between them. That's what I want to talk about because those differences are more than what it meets the eye. So, the two buildings I'm showing you, this one and this one here. We show the other side and the front of the house. So, first difference, big difference. This is something totally imaginary. This is not a real building, something that I imagined. First, and this one is a kind of a replica of a real building. I'll show a picture. This belonged to my wife's grandfather. He built it, so it's a place that I know. I was able to go there to the place and take the measures of the building. I made something different. This roof, the original one is a tile roof, and here I try to recreate something which is lusalit. It's a fiber cement material from a factory that was founded in Portugal in the 1930s. The problem with fiber cement is that it has asbestos, which has been known now to create lung cancer, and so it's different. But at the time, it was a great technical innovation because it's lightweight, it was easy to install, and was fireproof. So important innovation. Anyway, this is something that I built from an existing building, which I was there to take the measurements and make it close as real to possible. And the other one is something that I simply imagined. It was not an existing building. There are a couple of mistakes here, probably more. I am not an architect or an engineer. This thing has a bit too much windows because if this house had a stairs on the inside, probably they would be in the middle of the house. So at least one of these windows should not exist. But this is just an hobby. And if you look it from the front, no big deal. Okay, first difference. Second difference. All the drawing from the windows and the door and even the stripes. So I created the drawing, even the chimneys, as you can see it. So I've created this on the computer using a very simple program. I will talk about that in another video one day. Even this structure here, I wanted to have one of this. I can take this off and you can see on the inside. So I drew this on the computer, and you can see there probably the room, the floor. So I drew all this on the computer, then I printed it on paper, and I used cereal box card, which is simple material, to glue the paper and to build the structure of the house. I can show once again, because you have this kind of roof. This is not a very common thing in Portugal, but you can see it in some places. If I take this off, you can see there are very thin walls made of cereal box. So, in here too. So, very, very simple thing. On this here, so drawings on the computer and using paper and cereal box, two features. on this here, as I said, I went there on the location. I took the measurements, and so I drew this is very simple, just one gate and one door. So there was no need for a great deal of drawings. So I drew this by hand and with a pencil and a ruler and no more. For the material that I've used here, you can see on the inside, this is wood. This is plywood, 3mm plywood. Yeah, plywood is not the most obvious material to work on HO scale, but I must say that it's a cheap material. It's easy to get, and I like to work with it. Why I've used the plywood? Because like you can see here, you can see the wall. This is the way the building is, and it's a very common kind of structure here in Portugal, all houses. And so the wall, you can see the wall, and the 3mm plywood has a good thickness to represent the walls, and of course this is very resistant. So basically, by the way, so an imaginary house versus a real building, computer design windows and doors versus totally hand design, no hand draw, paper and cereal box card wood. And another interesting thing, this roof, which is supposed to represent Lusalit, and this roof, which is supposed to be clay tiles. It's the same material. The material is this. This is a piece of card. I've painted it here a bit. This card from a package of cookies, cream crackers. And so I have a lot of these. So recycled material, something that we have in our houses, and eventually it would be trash. So the same material worked on two different ways, painted and crafted to make the tiles or not, and to look different. The same material for different results. In the other cases, different techniques, different materials, different ways, different approaches. So what's the bottom line here? There is, I think, no right or wrong way to make things. It's just the way that we feel comfortable, and eventually different pieces, different modeling pieces can require different techniques. And well, what I try to do, usually I try new things, and my message, if it's worth it, is that you can always try something different as long as it suits what you want, and it suits your abilities and your availability of material, the tools you have or the tools you are comfortable using, and of course what you want, the level of detail you want to put on your pieces, the time available, and many factors. But basically, I think that's it. There's no right or wrong. Most important is that we have fun, and we enjoy what we're doing, and we have the important part also is that we get pleased with the result that we can get. If not, we can start again, and in this case using cheap materials. Yeah, we lose a bit of our time, but we are learning something, and it's not the end of the world. So enjoy, have fun, and I think that's the most important. Enjoy what you do, have fun, and try to create something interesting. Okay, that's my message for this video. I have a lot of more content. I will ask you, if you like the video and you like my stuff, to subscribe the channel, help me grow with this, and give me more reason to share more things. and try to motivate me to work more on this. I have a lot of things I want to share, but as I said, my main problem is lack of time to do it. So take care, thank you for watching, and see you next time.